Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Could I have your attention, please? Welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. It's a big, big thank you. I need you all to cheer really loud for our major funding sponsor, the UK Film Council. Not bad. And our other sponsors, 3 Mill Studios, BBC Films, Chapter Media, The Creative Partnership, Raindance, Stolik Naya, and Variety. Kind of cool goodie bags on the way out. Thank you to Mac for the goodie bags. And to Soho House for all the food and drink. A big thank you to Soho House. And of course to all of our benefactors. We'd like to thank our advisory committee and all the pre-selection committee for watching a record-breaking number of films this year. Over 200 eligible films came into the awards this year. And our film coordinator, Shell Coe, who's hiding somewhere in embarrassment. Shell, big thank you wherever you are. And the interns, BIFA and Raindance are run on intern power. You know who you are. Don't say anything because you're just interns, right? And now the climax of our year so far, to read this year's British Independent Film Awards, the jury selection and also the nominations. Please welcome BIFA Advisory Committee member, Mr. Jason Itis.
I don't know why I thought I'd stand up here, there's nothing to say, I would talk amongst yourselves. However, first of all to tell you who's on the jury, and they get to watch really the cream of the crop. It's a real pleasure, I've done it before, so these are the lucky ones. Our actors Jodie Whittaker, Idris Elba, Liam Cunningham and Eddie Martin. Directors Sarah Gavron and Aaron Creevy. Producers Dixie Linda, Anita Overland and Adrian Sturgis. By the way, none of these people deserve a clap, they are the lucky ones. So. A documentary maker Kate Blewett, film marketing consultant Robert Mitchell, the projectionist from Soho Screening Rooms, who's probably seen more films than the rest of us put together, Paul Speed, and the head of distribution at the UK Film Council, Peter Buckingham, and last of all, Peter Mullen, who I think falls into every single category, including crochet maker and cake baker. They are the jury. They will be watching... They've not really done anything yet. I don't know if they...
You read their name.
Right, well, and here are the nominations. Sorry, we'll chuck that down. As Elliot said, those of us on the advisory committee watched over 200 films this year. It's an amazing thing. My friends out there, I can see Dixon, producer, tell me it's incredibly hard to raise money to make films this year, and that even this time last year when these films were made, people look back on like the gold rush, you know. But nonetheless, it's a real uphill battle, and the fact that in the light of so many serial killer and superhero Happy Meal films, people manage to tell stories of such exquisite beauty and nuance is real testimony to the storytelling talent within a couple of miles of Soho and the rest of the country. So here are some of the extraordinary films that rose to the top of the bunch. The best foreign independent... The nominations for the 12th Annual British Independent Film Awards, which is supported by the UK Film Council, and was originally created by Raindance, personified by Elliot here, are, in the best foreign independent film, Il Divo, The Hurt Locker, Let the Right One In, Sin Nombre, and The Wrestler. The Raindance Award, which is in the gift of the Raindance Film Festival, and actually the jury won't be deciding, but the extraordinary team who put together the Raindance Film Festival. These are the 5 nominations: Colin, The Disappearance of Alice Creed, Down Terrace, Exam, and They Call It Acid. Best British Documentary, sponsored by Chapter Media. The nominations are The Age of Stupid, The End of the Line, Mugabe and the White African, Sons of Cuba, and Sounds Like Teen Spirit. The Best British Short nominations are Christmas with Dad, Leaving, Love You More, Sydney Turtlebaum, and Wash Days. I'm guessing somebody down there made it. I've seen all, they are all brilliant. The Douglas Hickox Award for the Best Debut Director: Armando Iannucci for In the Loop, Duncan Jones for Moon, Peter Strickland for Kathleen Varga, Sam Taylor Wood for Nowhere Boy, is that a... or just a... and Samantha Morton for The Unloved. For the best achievement in production, the nominations are Bronson, Bunny and the Bull, The Hyde, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and Katalin Varga. For best technical achievement, sponsored by 3 Mill Studios, the nominations are Greg Fraser for the cinematography on Bright Star, Gary Williamson for production design on Bunny and the Bull. Yeah, that's right. Robbie Ryan for cinematography on Fish Tank, Clint Mansell, I'm sorry if I got it wrong, for the original score on The Moon, and Tony, not The Moon, on Moon. They found water, there might be music, I don't know. Tony Noble for production design on Moon. And the nominations for most promising newcomer on screen are Christian McKay for Me and Orson Welles, Edward Hogg for White Lightning, George McKay, The Boys Are Back. I'm going to say hooray because I know him and he's lovely and he's great. Hilda Peter, or possibly Hilda Petter, I'm sorry, she's Polish, I don't know, for Katalin Varga, and Katie Jarvis for Fish Tank. The nominations for Best Supporting Actress are Anne-Marie Duff for Nowhere Boy, Kerry Fox for Bright Star, Kirsten Waring for Fish Tank, Kristen Scott Thomas also for Nowhere Boy, and Rosamund Pike for An Education. The nominations for Best Supporting Actor, sponsored by Stolich Naya, are... Stolich Naya, you said? Is that... Do you know something? I don't know.
I'm not Polish.
Right? Okay. Russian. Are Alfred Molina for An Education, Jim Broadbent for The Damned United, John Henshaw from Looking for Eric, Michael Fassbender for Fish Tank, and Tom Hollander for In the Loop. The nominations for Best Actor, sponsored by, there it is again, Stolich Naya Elite, although it's spelled Elite, so I don't know, are Aaron Johnson for Nowhere Boy, Andy Serkis for Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, Peter Capaldi for In the Loop, Sam Rockwell for Moon, and Tom Hardy for Bronson. The nominations for Best Actress, sponsored by MAC, are Abby Cornish for Bright Star, Carey Mulligan for An Education, Carey Mulligan, tell me, because we'll be saying that for years. Which one? Oh. Carey. Is the microphone on? Thank you. Okay. Emily Blunt for The Young Victoria, Katie Jarvis for Fish Tank, and Sophie Okonedo for Skin. And the nominations for Best Screenplay, sponsored by BBC Films, are Nick Hornby for An Education, Andrea Arnold for Fish Tank, Jesse Armstrong, Simon Blackwell, Armando Iannucci, Tony Roach for In the Loop, doesn't seem fair, there's 4 of them, Nathan Parker for Moon, and Matt Greenleaf for Nowhere Boy. The nominations for Best Director, sponsored by the Creative Partnership, are Andrea Arnold for Fish Tank, Armando Iannucci for In the Loop, Duncan Jones for Moon, Jane Campion for Bright Star, and Lone Scherfig for An Education. And the nominations for Best British Independent Film are An Education, Fish Tank, In the Loop, Moon, and Nowhere Boy. For the 3 other awards that will be given on the night, there's the special jury pies. Pies, that's right. Delicious pies given to everyone. Made up of those jury members who don't watch all the films. The special jury prize, sponsored by the UK Film Council, is the Variety Award that will be chosen in conjunction with Variety. The advisory panel in conjunction with Variety will present it. And also, rather especially, the Richard Harris Award for outstanding contribution to British film by an actor will be accepted by Daniel Day-Lewis on the night. Which is, yeah, which is rather cool, isn't it? And so, see you on the night. Back to our head.
Well done, Jason, well done. And just to remind you, the British Independent Film Awards will take place on Sunday the 6th of December at the Brewery on Chiswell Street and will be hosted by Mr. James Nesbitt. Enjoy, see you there.